My name is Jan Phearom. I am 27 years old and I was born in Cambodia province.
My name is Sidane. I am 34 years old. I am from Posat province originally and I moved to live in Phnom Penh since about 5 years old. Yes, until now.
My name is Khmret Vann and I was born in Takai province. Now I am 39, almost 40 years old. I born in the province and my parents not get married but preparing by Khmret because they get together during Khmret. So Khmret preparing like 50 or 100 couple in a time. It's like a wedding but many couple in the same time. So and after the Khmret was earned in 79. So after that I born in 80. So I spend time a lot with my parents, my grandma, my dad in Takai province.
My parents are farmer. They work in the field and feed some animal to living. And when I was a child, I am also work in the field as well, like plant some rice and doing some crop. And we have about 7 cows in my family, you know, and I am the only child that take care all the cow at that time. Yeah.
When I was 5 years old, my parents, they are not live in one place in provinces. They mobilize a lot for some business, and because of my parents believe that it's hard for me to access the education in provinces, in hometown. That's why they decide to bring me in Phnom Penh to live with relatives, so I can access to get education.
Takai is the place where it's far from Phnom Penh. It's like 100 kilometers from Phnom Penh, and it's a very small province, and I living in a very rural area close to Vietnam borders. So basically people there only thing they do is the rice field and the farm. My parents have separate, so we start separating our brothers and sisters. Mom and dad are separated, everyone. So during the time I living with my grandma, very old, and my auntie also really old, and she's taking care of me and my others cousin. So it's really hard. I go to school. I also go to the rice field, and it's not really, you know, it's hard time.
It was very hard time that I lived away from my parents when I was young, and my relatives they also got their own kids in their time, and I living with them. It's just the extra member in the family. I pay more effort on working in the house than access to my education.
I was graduate at high school in 2010, And then at that time we don't have, for me, I don't know how to go to the university in Phnom Penh or other province because my parents, they don't have enough afford to support me for study. So I heard my neighbor, she studied at Don Bosco at that time. So she introduced me to come to Don Bosco for exam. When I came to Don Bosco at the first time, I don't know what is social communication or something what is about. But what I know is some social communication is study about computer, internet. At that time, internet is very new for kids in the rural area like me, and I'm very interested in internet. And then I select to study at Don Bosco Sihanoukville about social communication and journalism, and I love it so much.
I finished my high school in 2002, and one of my father cousin, she's the teacher in Don Bosco Tuol Kork, and she recommended for me to take the entrance exam. On that year there is only two options for serving class and secretarial, and I love the most because I finished high school and choose secretarial because I can work in the office. I love to work in the office. Yeah.
My mom, as you know, she's moving a lot. She moved to Phnom Penh. She do a lot of different works. She's changed a lot of job, and she try to to earn money to send to Takeo province, to send to my brother, to send to my sister, and so they can my grandma can taking care of us. Okay, so she also have some time to join the church, so she can share her story to the priests, to the fathers, to the brothers in the church. So one day she come to me and say, hey, you like to join the vocational training? And I said, of course. And she said, okay, she know a father that is can help my life, can help my condition. And I joined there for the mechanic.
I learn a lot, personal and professional studying. It full times class 2 years there with nuns. Yeah, they not only provide education but also with ethic to make you become a good person, have a good behaviors in a society. Not only help yourself, but you have to help with other people in the community as well. I enjoy a lot of time there. I enjoy a lot of things. I got a lot of new friends.
When I joined Don Bosco, the first thing when I stepped in Don Bosco, I say, wow, that really structured, really good place that I never been. I'm living in the countryside, and I meet a lot of good people. They are really good people, and those friends are also quite similar life.
To me, Don Bosco is not like a school. It's like home. Yeah, it's like home for everyone, for the student. I think Don Bosco was changing me a lot, giving us the knowledge or education. But they give us warm heart and they change our attitude, change our habits from bad attitude, bad habit to a good habit, attitude, and good student and good youth to work in the society.
I have learned a lot from teacher because he have a lot of background, a lot of knowledge, life experience. So it's not about only the skill training, but also provide us soft skill on how to talk to people, talk to colleagues, talk to the teachers, go back to the community, talk how to behave, as a good boy, a good person. We discuss a lot about our plan, about our study. So I start to understand living as a group, living in the very structure, very well organized. So I have learned basically life skill, the skill that I can use.
In the field, working field, soft skill is very important for career. And Don Bosco is teaching us a lot about soft skill, like how to communication with each other, loving, sharing, and a lot of experience sharing in life and study.
If you study in other school as a public school for government, you cannot access a full day education. You just if you go to the bachelor degree, you just access the major that you are studying. But in Don Bosco school, they not focus only major, but other soft skill as well. Yes. Currently, I'm working for Australian Volunteer International. They based in Cambodia. Actually, they have 26 countries globally, but also one office in Cambodia. Yes. Australian Volunteer International mobilize Australian volunteer to work in Cambodia to support in different sectors. Yes, and they come with their skill and professional. We focus on higher education, health, agriculture and infrastructures, gender, disabilities, and child protection. So those areas that we are working and to support in Cambodia, that we mobilize Australian volunteers to working with different partner organizations.
My currently job, I have to learn new experience about presenter, about doing some telling news to the reader, and it was a very first time for me to learn about this thing as well.
By the accent.
បាទខ្ញុំបាទចាត់ពីរបស់សូមស្វាគមន៍មកកាន់វគ្គព័ត៌មានសេដ្ឋកិច្ចសំខាន់ប្រចាំថ្ងៃនេះបាទហើយថ្ងៃនេះរឿងសំខាន់ទី1គឺទាក់ទងទៅនឹងការនាំចេញរបស់តំបន់សេដ្ឋកិច្ចពិសេសក្រុងប្រសេននៅឆ្នាំ2018កន្លងទៅថ្មីនេះគឺថាសម្រាប់បាននៅក្នុងទំហំទឹកប្រាក់ប្រមាណជាង370
Currently I work at Khmret International. So Khmret International working with marginalized children, that is children with difficulty, children drop out school, drug users, migrants. The children have affected by HIV. Children have, they are being on the street, they're begging, they are working on the street. So currently I'm at Khmret International. I'm in charge child safe movement program, which is the program to build the capacity of general public from every level. From the tuk-tuk drivers until the top management, the business, private sectors, travel businesses, to build on child protection system. So basically, we start to build how those businesses, those people, those private sectors, even the parents, how do they can protect the kid from any form, from all form of abuse.
Cambodia is now improving a lot compared to 20 years ago, but still need a lot of support from the international agency, especially to support in the community in other provinces in the rural areas. Because in the rural area, they don't have good access to the education, health. They don't have balanced access like people living in Phnom Penh city. Education is the most important because education is the tool to develop the country. Yes, so everyone have to get the equal access to education, no matter you are from the poor or from the rich family. Yeah.
I think as I am a youth in Cambodia, I think to develop a country, we have to develop our education system, and especially for young people. Government and also society, family, they need to support their children and young people to have a chance to study and to do something that useful for society. It was important. Is education. It is important.
So for Cambodia, if we're thinking about what do we need, so firstly I think education is really important for children, and also the skill training, as now Cambodian is really developed. There's a lot of skill that is needed, and also the safety of the children. Many people, they don't really understand what is abuse.
Don Bosco come to Cambodia many years, many years ago, and have a lot of young people, especially focus on education. They provide an equal education access to young people, to poor people, especially to support them. The poor people, they don't have a chance to access to the university, but they can access to Don Bosco school that provide them quality of life to open their career life, professional life. Yes, I really grateful for Don Bosco school. Yes, that Don Bosco school is open my professional life.
But I say thanks to Don Bosco, thanks to all people, fathers.
If I did not come to Don Bosco, my life was in the field. I think it would be in the field, working with the cows. I have 7 cows, and doing some planting rice and crop with my family. Yeah, I think it would be.